Yeah, it sounds like working out and fitness has helped you to maybe just think about your outrage a little bit more, and then make better decisions about like what to do about these situations. Is that right?
Yes, sir. 100%. Because studying things like I'm not a religious person or whatever, but things like Buddhism and things like Taoism have been really helpful to.
You ever listen to Alan Watts? You ever listen to that guy, Alan Watts? Yeah. I dig that kind of stuff myself.
Yeah, man. You know, it's like the Tao Te Ching and just the philosophy of nature and how it works within our minds and spirit and body versus you 17, another person that got murdered, your pop's on crack, your brother's on crack, and you start learning about the Black Panther Party, and you start learning about Nation of Islam and read Malcolm X, and the white man is the devil, and you know that's a whole nother perspective. You know what I mean? That can be empowering, right, to a point, but then you have to manage that emotional atmosphere, right? And a lot of the political isms don't really address the human mind, the human suffering, the human development. It's all focused on political systems and external institutions. And I felt like that was only half the equation for me. I felt like it left me feeling like, but how am I going to make my relationship work? Right? How am I, you know what I mean? Like, how am I going to be a whole person? Right? You know, I'm just a ticking time bomb, just ready to, explode on something. And that's not healthy. It's hard to be a father like that. It's hard to, you know what I mean? So, Taoism, Buddhism, and just different, internal practices from Qigong, all these different things, man, just made me realize there was more to solving this equation, than one dogmatic political idea. You know what I mean? And I also had real-time experience seeing the difference between the ideal and the application of certain things. So people will have the best political speech and yada yada and whatever, but how are you treating the members? How are you interacting as a human being with people and taking care of people when they make certain sacrifices? I start seeing that it's the same thing. Corruption is, I don't care if you all the way right or you all the way left or you somewhere, whatever, the human condition, if there's corruption possible, it'll happen. You know what I mean? Like people, because we don't do the self-work, we don't do the inner work that makes us show up in a way that can manage those kind of impulses, right? And so the long story short, not to beat it in the head, for me, meditation, just a simple shit, meditation, a dedicated fitness practice, and my diet having a more high vibrational quality to it, that helped me break out of that toxic trance. It doesn't mean I don't believe we don't need revolution, that we don't need justice, that we don't need change, but the way I would go about it, right, is a lot more, I would hope wise. I would hope, a lot more wise and a lot more holistic minded, as opposed to in your face, fuck that, and not being able to listen and hear the other sides in the equation.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we're really charged by our feelings, and we're only living in the experience. We're only living in that particular way that we're feeling is making us gravitate towards acting a certain way, being a certain way, and having some more self-awareness can really help. I mean, you ever heard someone say, "Hey, man, you're really pissed off. Go smash a heavy bag." And you smash a heavy bag and you feel a little bit better and you feel a little bit more logical, and somebody could actually now have a conversation with you about what you were upset about, and you can kind of work your way through it.
Facts, man. In every level. You know what I mean? Imagine how a child, if a father don't find that grace, right, don't find that space, right, how is the child gonna come up under that father? You know what I mean? Bitter, hostile, you name it. You know what I mean? Whatever vices I would have, they gonna see that, feel like that's normal, that's how you deal with life, etc. So then I'm taking the systemic oppression that I'm feeling, and then I'm passing it down through my habits and actions, right? So one of the things that really inspired me is that I can break that cycle, right? Like I can't change the whole shit, but me personally, I can be as the best guy I can be for my wife, for my sons. I can do that. You know, I can definitely do that. I can work on me. I can get my shit in order and really be the best person I could be for them. And to me, that's striking at the man. You know what I mean? That's getting back at this shit, because it seems like it's set up to make our shit dysfunctional. So if I can find harmony and function and excel based on me controlling myself, then I'm winning. Even if the whole equation is not solved, we still making progress. So that's what drives me every day to hit them miles when I wake up, and to hit that bag when I need to, and lift that iron, which I don't do much of, but when I go get it when I feel like I need it, you know?